Good morning, beautiful people. How are y'all on this fine Monday morning? Let's see. Let me say hello. There's Jessie, Rosebud. Girl, you've been up since 3? Oh, it's lunchtime there. Okay. And she's cooking. Metal Clip, Zero Jules. Tebow, Madison, Pollyanna, Texas Girl. You ready for weird news? It got weird. Hey, Just Irish, Helen. Good morning, Queen Bella. And there's Miss Lindsay Lee out here to cause her weekly trouble. Y'all watch out for this one. I'm joking. So I don't know if you all, uh, I don't typically watch White Boy Lockdown, but things really got weird over the weekend. Just weird weekend news. Hey, Nene C. Hey, Ellie. Good morning. So let me just share my screen for a minute. Lindsay, let me share. Good morning, Popcorn. Now, I have no clue why his nipple is all out in our face. I don't know. But there it is. Um, and then I want to get into this first, and then I want to talk about what everybody's going to be talking about today. Are you excited about the 6-part docu-series? Oh, I didn't know about it. No. Hey, Tickety. So I guess Candace and Dawn are kind of back out here on YouTube, and that's always a bad move. Just Irish. It's always a bad move because, in my opinion, when they were off YouTube, I mean, they have every right to be here just like anyone else. But considering their circumstances, yeah, that dude. Fred, Dee Dee, I'm confused. Yes, girl. Pull up Wallace Gromit. Wallace is identical to White Boy. Oh my God, really? Queen Bella. Yes, yeah, I didn't go live yesterday, but I did twice Saturday. Hey, Michelle. All right. Hey, Muffin Mouse. Let's see what White Boy is saying. Okay, somebody named Dee Dee passed away. I guess she was a mod of White Boy Lockdown. She housed Candace. I guess Candace went to live with her. Um, so I don't butcher this story because I'm very confused. Hey, Cursed. Let's just see what White Boy Lockdown is saying. This is under fair use. Don't worry, White Boy. I will not play this whole thing.
Crying about how he couldn't go to jail. Like, this is your hitters. This is who you think people. I mean, this is all childish. None of this has nothing to do with Summer. But
Getting a
Candace, you
lot.
have to understand your behavior is it. There's a light shining directly on it, and a little fight with Don or whatever. Look, whatever you guys' fight is, it's none of my problem. None of this is none of my business. But when you involve me in it and you
Hey,
involve me with
Lacey.
your vindictiveness, then I'm going to air it out. I'm going to start to tell my subscribers, hey, look, there's behavior that we can look at. I don't. The world doesn't really care about. The world cares about Summer. Let's get that right. The world doesn't care about a fight between Don and Candace.
Well, they do. The people are nosy. And when this type of news or gossip is out here, it's definitely a head turner. It's like, what is going on exactly?
But the vindictiveness
Yes,
that you're
Kurt.
showing
Hey,
and the
Remy.
behavior that you are showing, it's not for me to pursue anybody. It's right out in the air and right out in the open for everybody to look at and judge and see for themselves. You know, the way that you're burning people who, stood behind you
Let me
and
speed him up
supported
a little
you.
bit.
This is nothing that I have to convince anybody about. People People can have their own brains, their own conclusions, but the addictiveness in your behavior is weird. It's weird. It's very weird. Actually, I took some notes. But before we get there,
Okay, he took notes. Hopefully, he's about to get into it here real soon.
why did you ask Don for me to take the video down? I'm not taking it down. A matter of
Okay, so Dawn was on the night before on White Boys, and Candace was not happy with Dawn's appearance on there. I guess she was texting, calling, whatever, and she wanted the live taken down. Now, he didn't take the live down. I really don't blame him. You don't have any say so in that, Candace. But Rap has something to do with this. Candace called Rap, and Rap called Dawn and threatened. I'm telling you that you got to, I need a string for this. Okay. I need a map.
fact, what if you didn't realize I doubled down and I'm doing this one now? So if you ask for this one to get taken down, I'll do 3 more.
He said he'll do 3 more.
Don't do that. Don't ever do that. But I made some notes, people.
He made notes.
Because I could show receipts all day. You guys know that's what I do. Candace is not thinking this one through. I made a post last night after my live and said I really hate to do it, but boy, I could pull receipts. And boy, could I. And boy, could I. And maybe I just will. But continuing last night, there's red flags everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And just to be clear before I read my notes,
Okay.
don't be leaving comments with Don and Candace. This has nothing to do.
Okay, let me fast forward.
She called Fred to tell him she needs to go to the ER right now. You should have called 911 as soon as she hung up with him, as that would have got there ASAP to be able to work on her. You didn't do that, though. You didn't do that.
Okay, I went too far.
You don't even know the half of it. There's red flags. You didn't do any life-saving techniques
Wait a minute.
to help Dee Dee.
What happened, Remy? Because I haven't watched that one. Remy says, I don't blame her for asking him to take it down. If I were her, I'm petty. I'd figure, what, did something happen that it needed to be taken down? Because I haven't watched the first one. Oh, God, yeah, I've been thinking.
You didn't do any life-saving techniques to help Dee Dee. I would have done CPR. I would have done something. She called Fred to tell him she needs to go to the ER right now.
Yes, the nipple's looking at
You should have called 911 as soon as she hung up with him, as that would have got there ASAP to be able to work on her. You didn't do that, though. You didn't do that, though. It doesn't matter who you are if you're an adult and you would still try to do CPR or chest compress. Even if you do not have any, you should still try to do it and call 911.
So, Dee Dee passed away. And I guess White Boy is wondering why Candace didn't do chest compressions. There's a lot to unravel here.
The fact that, let's talk about this death certificate. Why is it taking so long?
May be real.
If you do not have any idea, you should still try to do it and call 911. Let's talk about this death certificate. Why is it taking?
Really?
I must hit the clip button. It'll make a clip out of your live. Give me a second, comments. Let me just get through this.
Okay.
But you know, before you have been throwing it in Don's face that, you know, you're living with Fred.
There's another Fred, y'all. There is another Fred in this mix. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Fred was Dee Dee's husband. Oh, Lord. Quit holding Remy's comments. Good morning, Pixie.
I must hit the clip button.
Come on.
You know, before... It's not on Bluetooth.
It's on Bluetooth. It's
Not talking about Fred Hill. Okay, it's aggravating when people can't keep up. It really is, right? And there's no shade. Thank you, actually. Thank you. Because I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to a lot of people. I'm not talking about Fred Hill. Fred is Dee Dee's husband, okay? When Don and Candace get into a fight.
That's what I've heard, Kirst. I have heard that she was already allegedly sick.
and I'm trying to get there, but I hate having to go back, but it's okay. We'll do it. Don and Candace get into a fight. Whenever they have gotten into a fight, Candace always would leave the house and go to my moderator, Dee Dee's house. Dee Dee's husband, his name is Fred. Dee Dee just up and dies. Dee Dee is just up and dies one day, and I'm trying to get there to give you some insight, some behind the scenes shit. But Dee Dee up and dies one day. Candace just shacks up with the guy. Like, there's no grieving process. There's nothing. This should be red flags, people. That's not normal. That is not normal for.
It's very Jerry Springish. God, I can't talk. It's just like has the trailer park turns to me. I don't know if there's any. I mean, come on. I don't know.
And you don't even know the half of it.
We don't know the half.
It's not normal. There's no grieving on either end. On either end. If my old lady dies, man, I gotta grieve and shit. I don't know what the hell would happen if that ever happened, and God forbid, but it would take like years or something. I don't even want to talk about it. But just to have, I mean, for fuck's sake, she's already there. It's not like she's got to move in. But people, Dee Dee was in the hospital, struggling, and Candace was on the phone, like making Fred leave the hospital to come get the lady. And Dee Dee's like, and when I have receipts, that was my moderator, a good friend of Noel.
So Dee Dee was a moderator and a good friend of Noel. So I don't know when Dee Dee passed away. There's nothing in it. Fred is grieving for his wife. Let's see what Rumi says. This is where a lot of people get tripped up when there's not a schedule or a manual. There's not. There's not an ideal way to grieve. But he's very upset because Dee Dee was a friend of theirs and a moderator. And I guess Candace is now living. I cannot keep up with Dawn and Candace, y'all. I really can't. Yeah, it's usually not for me either. But we're going to move on from this soon. You know, like you saw the title, Weird News, Weird Weekend News.
I could bust out some fucking receipts. You don't play these games, Candace. You do not want to go down this road with me. I promise you that. I promise you will look retarded. But all this is happening, people. All this is happening. And then finally she's like, oh yeah, well, I'm just gonna stay here. You know, Fred has 2 houses. No. Dee Dee's family had 2 houses. He inherited that. And you're just claiming it somehow. All this is fishy. All this is weird. This is white trash. This is not normal behavior. And you get mad and request my live to come down. Why? Because I'm telling the.
Okay, let's take a look at his other live. Let's just go to his channel. Let's just see what it was.
On this video, guys, I'm down.
Okay, whatever. Let's just see what. Okay, here's the one that was from a day ago. No, this is it. Dawn Wells joins panel. We're just going to look. Let's see. Is this the one that she wanted taken down? Let's see where Dawn joins. I'm skimming through. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat right now. So I have not seen. Wait, did I see Dawn's face? Good Lord, I'm just skimming, y'all. Give me a minute. When did Dawn join? I don't see him. Okay, there's Ryan Finds Truth. Who is that?
A piece of sheet metal in all the trailers, and there's no secret tunnels. This is like imaginary land. But whoever's in this interview,
I don't see Dawn.
Holy shit!
Just stupid. So they're
okay. He calls in.
creeping around at night or whatever. Somebody is.
Is Andy still?
Thank you.
Does Andy still live across the street?
No, he's moved in with his parents and helping his parents out.
So what's going on with Jody Sue's old house?
It's abandoned. Ain't nobody there.
Oh, is that paid off or something?
Jody Sue moved in with her mother. Somebody bought her a travel trailer. And
Yes, somebody posted that to their community wall. What is her channel? Wait, Diamond Creations. I would hate to see what would come up if I just typed that in. If I could think of who posted that to their community wall.
Moved it on her mama's house over
Good
there.
morning,
Yeah, I drove by and
Chris.
saw her
Right.
during one of her 9,000-hour lives, blabbing and sounding like she's chewing on marbles and drinking Jack of Fitz and Daniels. But I saw her actually doing the live. It was comical.
Yeah,
I should have shot in her driveway. But so the house across the street isn't there.
yeah, it's still up there.
It's weird.
All right, I don't see nothing
Yeah.
too
It's a nice piece
alarming.
of property, actually.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that property around you guys' house. It's
yeah, right.
So Dawn still lives on Ben Hill Road, Joe. Is that what I'm hearing? And Candace has moved in with another person. Alleged. Well, I guess she was going to move in. She did move in with a woman named Dee Dee. Dee Dee unfortunately passed away, and now is she still living with Fred? Even Daisy. Yeah, Daisy. Ugh. There is a lot more info that has come out that makes it so really Tinky Tink. See what little Texas. White boy and damaged goods used to. Okay. Oh my God, what'd Be Real say? Okay, I'm trying to see. They will probably try to do a GoFundMe. Oh yeah, yep, I remember that. Huh. I don't know. I don't exactly find Candace not doing CPR weird. Right. I don't find that weird either. I mean, definitely call 911. Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, if you haven't hit the like yet, please do. And we're going to move on past this in a minute. It's just, it got really weird. And I just wanted to hear what y'all thought. And I don't know. This whole thing is weird.
It could be made into something nice, that's for sure.
Yeah, you guys live. I think I don't know, man. Maybe that's how Tennessee is, or East Tennessee, or I've never been on the mountains like that, but that's like some natural beauty out of this. You probably
Well, there's a lot of
it.
flat land around too. That a lot of good farmland and stuff around here too. That's really beautiful. I wish I could afford it, but since all this has happened, I mean, I've lost.
She didn't, Tinky? How do we know that she didn't call 911? Really? How do we know that? Good morning, Ash. Good morning, Lisa. Ben says they're saying she didn't do CPR. Yeah, how would we know that? How would we know that she didn't call 911 though? I don't know. I'm sure a lot more will unravel as the days goes on, because it seems like White Boy is very intense about this situation. Let me stop sharing for a minute because I don't want to listen to Dawn. He seems very intense about this situation, so more will be coming out. Let's see. Nope, according to Fred, the husband. Was Fred there? Right, I don't find that weird. I don't find the fact that she didn't do CPR weird. I mean, she could have been in shock. I mean, definitely call 911. If you didn't call 911, that would be weird. I'm not saying she didn't. I'm not saying that. But I don't find the fact that she didn't do CPR weird. Yes, Ben thinking. It's finally creeping back in. Okay, and none of it's about Summer. Please trust and believe that. When Dawn and Candace, this is why I get why the parents of missing children stay off social media. And some people find that weird. Why ain't they talking? Why ain't they talking? Did you see what happened with Dawn and Candace? I'm not sure, Rosebud. She didn't. Some people are saying she didn't. This is every time Dawn and Candace come back over to the internet. I don't care what platform, and it's always YouTube. It gets weird. That's not me saying that they're responsible for anything. I'm just saying it gets weird. It gets weird. Y'all need to listen to that Diamond lady. Okay, I will definitely look into her. I promise you that. I want to understand a little bit more what's going on. If the woman was sick, it's not suspicious. If no one has the death certificate, yeah, exactly. Good morning, Georgetta. But we'll find out. We'll find out. There's Rachel. I was wondering where you was. I know, Jesse. Every time they come to social media, there's some drama popping off. It's a new script, different play, and some of the players are the same. You see, some of the players are the same too. There'll be new ones as well. Yeah, be real. A lot of people feel that way about him. Oh well, yeah, that don't sound good. If that's what happened, that don't sound good. They don't. Mm-mm. I mean, we don't know. She didn't call 911. She waited till the husband got home. My God. Okay. So what I'll do, I'm not going to end the live or nothing right now. We're going to move along. What I'll do is I will find that diamond creation, whatever. I'll find her and I'll watch her live stream, and then we'll come back and talk about that. Yesterday was sick. And what happened yesterday? Mm-mm. I agree with that so much. Play nice. We've seen how it's played out in the past. It never works well for them. Never works well. Don't come. I don't blame them for not talking. Some people find it suspicious. I don't feel like parents of missing children owe us a damn thing on here. Okay. It always backfires on them. Always. So, in other strange sector news, I guess y'all know what's happening today. I guess this court date is happening. Look, schools are back in session. Some call this Columbus Day. I call it Indigenous Day. Okay, that's just me. So the court date is happening. Cletus has a live scheduled for 11. It looks like he's got the chat off, like nobody's in there typing. Oh, yeah, Jesse, I know what you're talking about. No one's in there typing. So when he goes live at 11, I will be watching. I won't be typing. So they do have a court date. I guess it's for this morning. Now, everybody's got their own opinions on. Let me get a drink of my coffee. Morning, Wolfie. Yeah. No, you didn't. That freaking hashtag shit. Oh. Yeah, that's true too. I agree with that, Remy. So I ask, okay, can another, well, anything can happen. I asked GPT, okay, it's everybody's friend now. When a YouTuber tries to get a restraining order, RO, against another YouTuber in another state, because I wanted to really hone in on this. It's in another state. Good morning to you, Wolfie. Especially if they've never met in person. How is this going to play out? It does need to stop, but here we are. He will be in his best overalls, yes. Especially if they've never met in person. The process becomes more complex, but it's not impossible. Here's how it typically plays out in the US, broken down clearly. Jurisdiction is key. Hey, Nene C. A court must have jurisdiction, legal authority over the person the RO is being filed against. Yes, thank you, Georgetta. If you haven't yet, if you don't mind, take a minute to hit the like. So jurisdiction is key. If the accused YouTuber lives in another state and hasn't been physically present in the filer's state, it can be challenging for the court to assert personal jurisdiction unless the behavior has direct harmful impact. So this can be tricky, but it's not impossible. All right, let's see. So, okay, unless the behavior has direct harmful impact in the filer's state, like harassments, threats, specifically targeting them. Thank you, Just Irish. There's two types of ROs, restraining order matters. Most likely, this would be a civil harassment restraining order, not domestic violence, since they had never had a personal relationship. To succeed, the filer generally must prove harassment, stalking, threats, or invasion of privacy. Now, that right there, that could be a problem for Clue and Cletus, or it could not be a problem for them. It's really up to the courts, right? A pattern of behavior causing reasonable fear or emotional distress. Now, I always have to give this disclaimer. I am not on teams here. I'm not a side person. I see that poor Jamal had to give a disclaimer too, because y'all, not you all, but people are giving Jamal a hard time where they're seeing him at in chats. Y'all have to. Not everybody is so emotionally invested. Okay, I am just reporting and keeping it pushing. So this ain't about a side for me. Please remember that. And leave Jamal alone. Let that man go where he wants to go. I think he's smart enough to peep the play. All right. So harassment, stalking, threats, or invasion of privacy. A pattern of behavior can be a problem. So we know what's happened online. Online actions like repeated harassing videos, doxing, sharing private information, threatening DMs or emails can count, even across state lines. You know, I was thinking this will probably get thrown out because of the proximity. You know, they're in different states. I don't know exactly how this. I'm saying Christy F. I'm on no side. I'm just watching. He does just Irish, and people are giving him a hard time because they're seeing him in other chats. Leave that man alone. Y'all try to control people and make them, you have to believe what I believe. Well, that's not how this works. All right. Evidence is crucial. Courts require strong evidence. Now, let me say this. I don't know if Brittany really got all the evidence she needed. I watched her after she, threw out them C&Ds, not make any other moves. So I don't know if Brittany really made any moves here and sent the necessary evidence to the courts. I guess we'll find out later. Screenshots of messages, posts or videos, records of threats, mentions or targeted attacks, proof of emotional distress or harm. Let me get a drink of my coffee. I told y'all earlier, I thought this might get thrown out until I read this. And it still might. All right. Interstate enforcement is possible. Even if an RO is granted in one state, it can be enforced in other states under the full faith and credit clause of the U.S. Constitution. But serving the other YouTuber or bringing them to court for another state might require special legal steps. The internet does not eliminate legal boundaries. While online harassment blurs borders, courts still need to follow state-specific procedures. Sometimes the proper route is to file in a federal court, especially for interstate cyber stalking and threats. So just to sum all this up, the possibility, yes, but they must be clear. They must show clear evidence of the harassments and threats, prove the harm is happening in their own state, overcome jurisdictional challenges, be prepared for complications in serving and enforcing the RO. Hey, Bubblegum. So this is just, I mean, does she have a case, y'all? Well, I think Clue and Cletus may believe that she does. And why do I say that? They've been taking down a lot of videos. Yeah, cyber stalking might be a thing. And with the recent events of the LDS showing up and the bee showing somebody driving by the house, but that was not on Clue and Cletus's channel. That was on the bees. I don't know what Brittany has. Let's see what Angela says. They are more likely to approve it both ways. 2 YouTubers I know went for an RO, and the judge told them both not to speak on one another. That would make sense to me. I think it might be surprising not because of how it goes, but why? At least we may learn better what constitutes proof or not today. Yep. I think the weaponizing the ex comment could come back to bite Clue in his ass, regardless of how she claims she meant it. Yeah, taking down those videos may show an effort to hide evidence. Yes, unfortunately, I don't think they did themselves any favors there, because that will be asked, I'm sure, why are you taking down some of your life? Because people who have nothing to hide have nothing, right? If you don't feel you did anything wrong, you won't take it down. But clearly they're feeling, like I was saying earlier, maybe they do feel Brittany might have a case because they're taking down some of their own content. So I don't know. Now, something I did find, which is now gone from Clue and Cletus's channel, and listen closely. Let me pull this up. This is a clip channel called No Effery Zone. Texas girl, is BJ going to show up in court in Tennessee? No, it would be in North Carolina, and I'm confused on that too. Like, do they have to travel, or is it just going to be via Zoom? I don't know. I mean, they do that now. Madison, oddly enough, BJ states no contact order statute doesn't say the plaintiff has to stop talking. They are, oh, okay. Okay. Well, we'll see. Now, here's one of the videos that Clue and Cletus has since taken down, but y'all know clip channels are out here doing the Lord's work. Here we go.
Missed that, didn't I? Sorry about that. Furiosa, happy 4-month anniversary, release the drones.
Yes, I did.
I wouldn't waste a fucking battery power to drone over that
I would
nasty piece of shit she calls home.
be fucking mad, bitch. I fucking would any.
This is foreplay.
Now, if you don't know, and you unfortunate enough to hear it, hey, Tiff, Clue and Cletus have claimed that listening, blessed be the clip channels. Clue and Cletus have claimed before that listening to Brittany is their foreplay. The fuck is wrong with you? What? We'll see. We'll see. And then you hear right here also that Clue says, I wouldn't waste the battery power to fly a drone over her house. Cletus is in the background. You know, he's her hype man. I would. By God, I would. By God, I would. Now, is he just running off at the mouth? Probably. I don't know if he would really fly a damn drone over their house. They're in Tennessee. She's in North Carolina. I mean, come on. I think he's running his mouth.
If you was being fucked, you wouldn't be this hateful.
Damn day of the week. Never know when I might get just a hair up my
Yeah, Clue took this live stream down. I wonder why. Thankfully, Joneson reviewed it.
fucking ass to decide to fly mine. Got a long range.
I'm sorry, Boochie Man. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. If I ever come on here saying we're going on a trip in our little rocket ship, y'all be worried. Wishful thinking. Thank you for the super chat. A man, a woman, 15 years. You do the math. Check both boxes. Hashtag FUBJ. Yeah. I know.
You know how it is, right? Like, yeah. You ain't the one, you ain't the fucking one that these motherfuckers have got to be worried about. You already know.
I know.
God dang. I feel like this dude is a little weird. You already fucking know. He's winding up in little arms. These motherfuckers ain't talking like ones. Okay, you already know. You know what I think, y'all? As big as a goober as he is, I think he's all mouth. Honestly, I think he's just trying to show off. That's it. I don't really think he's actually going to fly a drone over. I just don't think I just think he's running off at the mouth, trying to show off. Look at me, I've got a drone. You know, they like people to know they're very rich, and they got a drone that can fly hundreds of miles. I doubt it. Whatever. He's just a little too hyped up for me, and I feel like he's just performing. That's all. But there's another side to that. If you were the one constantly getting all this, you know, F you, BJ, and threats, I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel. I'm a little different. You'd have, I tell you, I wouldn't be like BJ. It'd be hell. I mean, a living hell for you.
Great Pearl, Philadelphia Freedom, baby. Thank you for the super.
So you're
Chonk. Hillbilly Belinda, thank you for the super chat. Fire the drones up. Hugs to Clue and Cletus.
it puts a lump in
Yammy
your
the
throat,
cute bun
don't
bun.
it?
Thank you for the super chat. Please fill me in. Just
Grammy.
hashtag just got here. Also, do it for her, right? Well, one of these said morons decided that they would show a video of our daughter.
He's on Twitter. Yes, Deets. That's what I'm saying. Nobody, like, they hear it, right? They hear how much Cletus is going on about Brittany J and all the digging he does. But they don't put together the massive, like, the whole of the picture. It's a fucking lot. It's creepy. It's stalking. It's all the things. All the things.
What did you do? What did you do? Is that supposed to hurt me? Is that supposed to bother me? I'm just
tell you what
curious.
it ain't gonna do, you nasty fucking cunt. It ain't gonna get your fucking name said. Neither one of you.
Who is he talking? He called somebody a nasty fucking cunt again.
Brand new hoodie with the fucking sticker on it. Try.
Well, there you go. So a lot of that has been taken down, which tells me they're a little nervous and unsure of their behavior online. And whatever side you follow on, whether you're Team Brittany or, you know, hashtag I stand with Clue and Cletus, good Lord. It doesn't matter. They're going to court, I reckon, today, whether it be Zoom or they're going dry. The hell if I know. But Cletus has a live scheduled for 11, and I guess we'll be watching. I will not type in the chat, but it doesn't. You think the drone is a euphemism? I don't know. Molly made. So anyway, it doesn't matter what side you fall on here. I think it could either be thrown out or will the courts take it seriously from what I read earlier to y'all. If she has enough evidence, I guess they could. Side eye, I love them too. That's what I think, Kim. Yeah. I think all sides just need to pipe down, find some other content, and chill out. I think it has shook them a little bit because if you notice, Clue's lives lately has been about self-care, you know, taking care of yourself or whatever, which took her down half of her viewership. Don't get me wrong, 600 in a chat is still good, but it tells you there is a need. There's a market for Brittany J. Okay, it's like zombies. They need their fix. And if you're not going to talk about it, somebody else will. Even if they're shitty YouTubers, they suck at it. It doesn't matter. I've seen people that do good to get 50 in their chat, suddenly have 500 in their chat. Why? They're talking about Brit. Thank you, Play Nice. Thank you so much. Let me get you something for the $10 super sticker. Let's see. Which do we want today?
Thank you.
Very kind to you. I appreciate it. They also posted her older kid's father and his full name and everything. Who was that, Lindsay? I'm sorry. Let me go back down. You be safe, Tickety. I'm glad you mentioned Saint Nonsense. Shows what the majority of her views are there for. Yeah, that's exactly what they're there for. Yes, thank you so much. They're not there to watch her. Hold on. They're not really there to watch her talk about weight loss or how to put something on your face and, you know, skincare. They're there. They want BJ. Let's see. Selena says, well, BJ is not very organized. That's exactly right. So will she have enough proof? I do not see Brittany as a very organized person and getting her shit together. Did she go live last night? Does anybody know? Whoa, Lindsay, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't either. How many times will the bee say? It's the longest goodbye I've ever heard. I'm done covering BJ. 5 minutes later, we're going to cover BJ. Hey, Limey. Be Real says, I agree, Soup. I don't see how these people sit in chats every day trash talking some. You know, we all come on here for a little bit of gossip and shit talking. I mean, that's a part of what we do. But to constantly, man, they are really like zombies. What redirect to redirect? Where is the Brittany J content? That's what we need. Let's see. Remy said, the veiled threats, the innuendos matter. Yep. They want the Jerry Springer nasty commentary. Clue and Cletus provide. That is so true. I was thinking about that earlier because Clue and Cletus give you the nasty. Okay. They give you that just, and if you're easily shocked, I'm not. I just think they're gross. That's what they give you. They give you the nasty. Doubt she cares, but now she knows they aren't actually there for her. And that has to be a little bit of a letdown. Imagine you're used to 1,300 in your chat and then you stop talking about somebody, which all your content was for, God, I don't know how long, months, was Clue and Cletus, or shit, not Clue and Cletus, but Brittany and Craig. And then you stop talking about them. Hey, Breeze. And you lose half of your viewership. That does tell you a lot about your views. They're not there for you, really. They're there to hear what you're going to say next about Brittany and Craig. Girl, you know some of them subscribers, they're being very nice and trying to hang in there and watch you do your skincare. But do you think you're not a Get Ready With Me channel? I mean, you could rebrand. Did you see Jamal's rebranding channel or video? That you could do that too, Clue. Clue and Brittany could. Sorry, I had to get a drink of my coffee. Lots of creators call their stream a show. It is That's embarrassing. Clue calls it a show, and she calls her subscribers her fans. Ma'am, I don't know if you're trolling. I really don't. No, I don't think you are. I think you really believe you have fans. Morning, Dree. Let's see what Lindsay says. Coco, that's not what I'm referencing. I'm talking about the other kid's dad that isn't on YouTube. Oh, yeah, she's got other children. I can't Clue. Me either. They have said so many awful things. They are gross. Block them. They're hard to watch. They really are. And I'm not like a prude. I'm not easily like shocked by anything. And like I said, they don't shock me. I think that's what they want to do. I think they're just like, hey, let's come out here and be shock jocks. And that's so like 1995. Ugh, gross. And then you're talking about, that's your foreplay. You're weird. Y'all think that's normal? Huh? You all want to be shocked like that? That's what gets you going? I guess. Where's my phone? Chill out. But yeah, so in summary, can a YouTuber get an RO against another one from a different state? Yes, possibly. But like I said, they must show clear evidence of harassment and threats, prove the harm is happening in their own state. That might be a challenge right there. All right. Yeah, the sexual banter is very weird. So she's got to prove that the harm is happening in her own state. For me personally, I think that might be an issue. Overcome jurisdictional challenges. Be prepared for complications in serving and enforcing an RO. Now, me personally, a restraining order wouldn't be my thing. Some people, now, here's my opinion. I'm just going to give you the way I feel. When you come on YouTube, you're now what's considered a public figure. You can be subject to a review. Now, I would never go and get a restraining order because somebody is reviewing them. I would get as nasty and down in the gutter with them as they do with me. Maybe, I don't know. I've never taken anything offline. I just keep things to a review. But then there's this other component here with Brittany. She has I exaggerate and say 80, but I'm going to say at least 12 channels coming at her, reviewing her, and some real life stuff has happened. So I don't know. I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. Y'all know what I mean? Hey, Alex. Let me see what y'all are saying. Yes, I'll chat. I don't know why YouTube has that. Like, just put it on. Who wants top chat? Everybody wants to see everything. Yep, that's true. Kim Holmes, you're right. She did get a restraining order on old dude. And then they had a relationship. It's so weird. Rose, when they say that, Lindsay Rose, I am creeped out by, are you okay? I don't believe that that's really their foreplay. Again, I always think they say things to be shocking. Oh God, it will be off the charts. If it's denied, let me tell you, they will go back to reviewing her 24/7 again. It'll be worse, actually. Oh, it was extended. Okay, let's see. Tebow. What I don't get is that everything could have been handled freely with YouTube Legal. So I don't understand much about YouTube Legal. I need to look into that. Kim says she would ignore him. Brittany is not very good at ignoring things. I've seen her subscribers, mods, beg her, just ignore it and move on. And it's like, she can't do it. Rowena's Gummies, good to see you. Clue and Cletus are racist. Sorry, not sorry. The people need to wake up. QB is a rage baiter, grifter. Granny and Nonsense lost their morals long time ago. They are all grifters too. Shaking my head. Now, Clue and Cletus, absolutely. There are no two ways about that. For me, that's exactly how I see them. Yes. Just Irish. If it's denied, just Irish. If it isn't denied and it's granted, I think it will be equally as wild. I do too. It ain't going to be good. I mean, and everybody is just waiting to see what happens. Digital evidence will be that's mostly what this is based on. Yeah. I doubt he's going to shave that beard. They never met. I thought they met. I'm sorry, y'all. I was incorrect. Lycan and Granny never met. Sorry, I was incorrect about that. Thought they did. There's reviewing and then yes, exactly. That's not reviewing. That's just, you are now literally going into her hair, her kids. I mean, Clue and Cletus says some horrible things. I mean, I don't care what side you fall on. When you talk about somebody's children and say that they ain't shit, they'll never be shit. Now, you know, if Brittany would have said something like that, that it would have been the end of the world. Okay. If Brittany would have showed someone driving by the bee's house, that would have been the end of the world, right? Y'all do understand that. Yeah, he does. And I think he's like, Cletus is like Clue's hype man, and he's back there to get the crowd pumped up. But to me, it's just like corny. YouTube legal is very slow. I've never dealt with YouTube legal. Never. It does. Yeah, everybody says it takes forever. It's ridiculous. YouTube legal is worthless. Everybody's saying the same thing about YouTube legal. Tebow, if she sent every timestamp of what she felt was offensive, YouTube would have to look into it. And I wonder if she's even taken the time to do that. They're not. They're not there to settle YouTubers' disputes. Does anyone know what time court is? That's what I'm wondering. Hopefully, Clue and Cletus were allowed to appear via Zoom. They weren't given much notice. Nope. To travel to another state. I'm sure that they can via Zoom. I don't see why they couldn't. There's the ward. While I sit in the wait and see section, I feel comfortable saying, however it goes, no good will come from this. Exactly. None. I agree with that. I'm in the wait and see as well. Maybe the judge will put a gag order on both of them and they can't talk about nothing. Now, wouldn't that be something? Oh, y'all, you're welcome. I try to keep it down the middle. I really do. Because there's chasing. Let's see what she says. Someone said it's crazy BJ is talking Pocahontas grandchild to court on Indigenous Peoples Day. I can't. You all do know. You know why I never spoke on Clue and that Pocahontas bullshit? Because she wanted a reaction. That's all she wanted. She is a rage baiter. I promise you that woman could never go to Cherokee Nation with Julie Skolnick's bullshit of Pocahontas. They would laugh her up out of there. You just go ahead and try it. I'm not going to give you any advice. Just go try. No, they won't laugh. You go try with what you're related to Pocahontas. Okay. It's your typical white woman bullshit. She was my grandmother. Oh, Lord. Oh, hold on a second, show. Give me just a second. I'm going to run to the ladies' room. I'm going to be right back. Sorry, y'all. I need to make a clip of when I got to go. Yeah, so y'all ain't just sitting here on silence and dead air. I'm sorry. But let me go back. Now that we're on it, let me just tell y'all a little bit about if Clue, and God, I hope she does almost. If she goes to the Cherokee Nation with claims of being related to Pocahontas, and she's a white lady, a very white lady, they would not accept her claim. I'm telling you, all right, the Cherokee Nation is a completely different tribe, for one. Yes, yes. It's just tribal citizen. First of all, tribal citizenship is based on lineage from Cherokee people and not native ancestry. Y'all understand this? Yeah, I need some elevator music. Hey, Mama Bear 222. Let's see. I really, really hope I do too, because I know what's going to happen, because I already know that people have done this before, claiming Pocahontas, and what they don't understand about Powhatan and Pocahontas is they were not even Cherokee. I can't. It's not going to get you into Cherokee Nation. Oh God, the dolls roll, none of that. You're just out of luck. Okay. And if you're going to claim it on spiritual claims, that's not valid for citizenship either, girl. But please go ahead. Please go to Cherokee Nation with your little paperwork from Julie Skolnick and talk about Pocahontas was a relative of mine. Please do it. Smiley burned her own channel down. What'd she do? Oh, yeah. Julie Skolnick is the one who did her ancestry and told her that she was related to Pocahontas. And I just feel like she did it for outrage. I really do. Yes, for educational. Let me check out. You know what? Someone reminded me. Let me check something real quick. Let's see what old Nonsense has been up to. Let's check on Nonsense. All these people going to court. Is Nonsense okay? Y'all, has anybody checked on her? Let's check on Nonsense. We're just going to check on her. We ain't going to play a lot of this. Let's just check on Nonsense on the web. Make sure she's okay. I do not know her dude's schedule, so I don't know if it's safe or not, but let's check on Nonsense while we let the hours pass by. Why ain't my chat loading up? Anyway,
Documented. Mimi of 8, she called the cops on 2 missionaries yesterday. Then she said that they showed up at 8:30 at night. No, she didn't.
Oh, I did hear that Nonsense said we let the out. Nonsense believes that Brittany should have brought them in for a dinner. She should have treated them to dinner. Let's just see. Nonsense has gone over past BJ lives. Trust me, you're missing nothing. I bet. She's always outraged. I think she's outraged because she didn't invite them in for dinner.
Well, no, they didn't. She lied about that. They were there before, like 7 o'clock.
Save Kyle.
She lied about the time. Then tonight, now she's twisting it to, what would you do if somebody showed up in the middle of the night? First of all, that's not what they did. They didn't show up in the middle of the goddamn night. I'm sure they were fucking freaked out. I was waiting. If it would have been me, I would have been on my ass, tumbled over backwards, trying to get off that porch. I'm sorry. That's how every fucking horror movie starts. And those kids
What? Did she say she would have jumped off the porch backwards to say, let me rewind that.
probably haven't even seen. Fucking freaked out. I was waiting. If it would have been me, I would have been on my ass, tumbled over backwards, trying to get off that porch. I'm sorry. That's how every fucking horror movie starts.
Are you
And those
serious?
kids,
Are you serious? You that first of all, that you'd have been on your ass, tumbled over backwards. That's how every horror movie. Go ahead.
Probably haven't even seen. Some of them probably have, but they might not even have seen. That is like the making of
They
every
must have
horror
got
film.
lost.
They didn't want to be there any more than you wanted them there. Trust and believe that. Yeah, and then they came online giddy. So the first live last night, Mimi of 8, she was giddy. Everything was fine. Craig was inebriated and causing her issues. So then she decides to play this video that Nick posted and fearmonger with they're watching us. And then she says, she slips it in. I had something happen. We had something happen to us, but I'm not going to go into it. Just baits her chat. What happened? What's wrong? I
I
had to call
say
the
it
cops.
was scary though, Kim. Yeah, it probably was. And this is what I do not believe personally that Brittany did this to herself. I do believe it's a crazed sub. I ain't blaming Clue, Cletus, or the B. I don't trust subscribers like those, extreme creators that are not creators, subscribers that do the hashtag I stand with Clue. Like people like that, I don't trust. I see that you're not very mentally stable and you take this way too seriously. So it's people like that I side eye. And I believe that probably one of them sent him out there. Okay. And then was like, oh, look what I did. Are you proud of me now? I don't think Brittany did this to herself. That is my personal opinion. And y'all already know how I feel about it. But it doesn't matter. You get called a simp anyway.
Cops.
You're right, Tia.
So of course, the internet, with all the accusations she's made, wanted to confirm exactly what the fuck and who's going to get blamed for the next bullshit.
That's what I thought. I thought that she was this lady and her freaking trauma. Religious trauma confuses me. I thought this was the people that traumatized her. Now she's like, she knows everything about him. She would have invited them in and spoke with. She would have just, she would have done kung fu, karate, all the things to save these little dudes.
So they pulled the fucking dispatch audio from Broadcastify. She's having a fucking fit about it. She comes back on live. She
Yes,
ends the first one because she's getting restreamed. She comes back on after she realizes people caught on to what she did of calling the cops on the missionaries.
Yeah, Remy. I don't remember her blaming anybody, but everybody's hollering that they got blamed.
She comes back on and gives this whole fucking breakdown, shows footage from her front porch of missionaries. They were kind, but she did the whole fear-mongering thing. Oh, that's so weird. I don't even know if they're missionaries. Do missionaries wear tags? Yes, they say elder, whatever their last name is, from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They're black tags. Some of them are magnetic. Some of them clip on. Abso-fucking-lutely insane. This is just out of control. I do not understand at all. Could it have been a troll? Absolutely. But she knows that if that's the case, how to pursue this. If somebody sent them there, again, there would have had to have been confirmation. Track that down. Handle it. If somebody is sending people, they're putting people in danger, because anybody go into your house in the evening with an alcoholic, I'm sorry, it is what it is, who has been known to flash weapons, you're putting people's lives in jeopardy. No, you're okay. I'm just raging. I'm raging, Clue. And then, let me just shut up.
You are not raging. Let me rewind that. Did she say she was raging when Clue came in? I can't.
No, you're okay. I'm just raging. I'm raging, Clue. And then
I'm raging. Clue. Are you proud of me, Clue? You all get in where you fit in. That is cringe as hell. First of all, you're not raging. Are you making this bigger than what it needs to be? Yes. But you're not raging. You see how hey, Okie, how she kind of switches up when Clue, I want y'all to pay attention when you watch her. Watch how she switches up when Clue or Cletus comes in. Man, this shit is corny.
let me just shut up.
Shut
People
up.
want to make a big, huge thing once again.
Stop. You were not upset. You were not upset. Quit.
Unfucking real.
Unfucking real.
And somehow this is the internet's fault.
What?
Yeah, they were just doing what they do. They go door to door after somebody makes an appointment for them.
They ask for Brittany. Now, come on. If this happened to the B and they ask for the B by name, this would have been a big deal. Now, come on, y'all. Can we ever get real around here? Can we ever just keep it a buck? Never. It seems like whatever side you're on, then it's a big deal, or then it's not a big deal. I can't keep up with y'all and y'all's rules. I really can't.
They go from appointment to, like, these are scheduled meetings. They go after dinner. They schedule dinners out. Their days are scheduled out because they also do service projects. So when I say door to door, they're prearranged visits that are confirmed, especially in remote locations. Like if they have to go away from their church building, they are prearranged so that people know they're coming. And they have permission to come. Or her other half is going to be home, because you can't have two young male in a house with a female that is unwed unless her spouse is there. There's a whole freaking protocol behind how they maneuver. And it's so disrespectful.
Yeah, they need to act that.
Yeah.
Oh, let me
Absolutely
see
crazy.
that. What? Leon says, wasn't the person Brittany suspected the same into Soup's comments, then deleted them? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Did somebody come in my comments and get deleted? That was suspected? I don't know. I really don't. No, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Hey, Elle. Eventually, she will say, I never act with clue. Just like everyone she's following. Oh, my God. It's always the same. They're not a part of the island. They never were. They never will. Not today, not tomorrow, not the next. Yes, that's coming. Wait for it.
I guess when we moved to Arizona, I should have told the internet, oh, we're being stalked by the missionaries. They found us within like 2 weeks. I was laughing because I was like, God dang, they're fast.
Oh, my God.
It's just fucking unreal. I can't even believe it.
Now she
Mimi,
wants you all to know her experience with the Mormons. Okay. Now she knows all about it. Suddenly she's not traumatized.
That's probably because you've never requested, or they've been by, or you've never shown any interest. Like, they don't go door to door like they used to. Times have changed, and they prearrange and schedule things and confirm visits, and they text and they call to arrange things. This isn't how it works.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and Seth's over there gassing this shit up. We do, Ellie. We have close relationships with a lot of missionaries, but again, you ain't gonna pin this on me. I would never put their risk or their lives at risk by sending them to your house, ever. I would never do that. I have more respect for the missionaries and understanding of how they live and what they go through than obviously you fucking having your little pinky finger there, BJ.
Oh, now she is all things Mormon. Okay. She understands the Mormon culture. She can tell you all about. Now, don't get me wrong. I think she does know some. I think I don't know. I think she did grow up or lived in Utah and was immersed in the Mormon culture there for a while. So she probably could. She probably does know some things. But come on, nonsense. Now all of a sudden, I thought that religion was like so traumatic to you and you couldn't even talk about it.
Okay.
They do. Nope, not today. Yes, they definitely still go door to door. They were at mine just a couple of months ago. I'm always nice to the little people. I mean, they're young, they're kids. That is not, I don't align with religion anyway. I don't normally talk about that on here. If you get mad, I don't care. But that's just me personally. But I'm always polite. I'm always like, thank you for your time. Be safe. I am never rude or condescending or even challenging with them. I mean, these are young kids I'm in my 40s. So to me, they're kids. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they're adults, but they're kids. And you don't want nothing bad to happen. And then they go knock on another door. But I've never had them call me by my name. That's another thing people were saying. They'll call you by. That's never happened. They do not know me personally. Them or the Jehovah Witness. They are notorious.
I take this very seriously. Those boys came to our house and spent holidays with us. Not the ones that are at her house, but the
Yes,
missionaries when
they
we lived
asked
in
for,
Utah. I take
for
this
her by
very
name.
seriously.
They said she had an appointment. Are we not keeping up? They said Brittany, we're here to talk to you about Jesus. You made an appointment with us. That's what they said. Now, some think Brittany did this to herself. I personally don't. I just don't see that. I don't know, man. I just don't see her. I see a crazed subscriber doing it.
Those boys spent a lot of time with us, and they played a huge role in the
There
amazing
you
part
go.
of our life
Tell
in
them through
Utah.
the camera. Yep.
Yeah, I would never put their lives at risk, ever, by sending them there with an unhinged fucking maniac who fucking throws a weapon
Well, see,
around
and
when he's
that's
got.
another thing. Whoever done this, if somebody done this, which it seems like somebody did, Craig isn't known to be the most stable. Okay, especially on the weekends. You kind of did put lives in danger a little bit there, especially with all this online drama right now. It was just really bad timing. I don't even think Brittany was rude to him. I can't neither, Kim.
Got his fucking fifis hurt online because of words. Can you imagine if it wouldn't have been two white boys? I'm just gonna say it.
It's Mormons. You think there's going to be two black young Mormon? Yeah. Y'all, I'm just going to stay off that.
Yeah, clue. Don't fucking put me on a list. Can you imagine if they wouldn't have been white boys?
Here
With how we
she
see how Craig
goes.
acts? And no, not all missionaries are white. Crazy thought, right?
Oh, she's the know-it-all, Doodles. Let me tell you, she is now celebrating her 1-year anniversary of covering Brittany J. She put it on her community wall. It's been 1 year since I've been covering Brittany J. Are you really proud? I cannot.
Unfucking real. She acts so fucking entitled.
Oh, thank you, Tiff. Oh, we're close to the same age. See, I try to just keep it light and find the humor in it. These people talk about it like their life depends on it. Y'all hear me? Yeah, find 5 African American Mormons nonsense. They don't believe that African American men can be a part of the priesthood. They're still about the patriarchy. Women can't eat. Oh, come on. Nonsense. You know better than this. But yeah, these people cover Brittany and other topics like their lives can depend on it. It's crazy to me.
I just cannot. I kept telling Kyle, I was like, this is just some straight up fucking bullshit.
Well, you ain't
Straight
gonna
up
leave
fucking bullshit.
Madison.
I've never seen somebody turn every fucking thing,
Happy almost
every
birthday,
fucking thing
lady.
into a problem. They came at a certain time and said that they were there to speak about, they were,
Yeah. Scientologists, she'd never got rid of them, that's for sure. Phew. They would have had men in black in the back with their little watches talking through them. It'd have been some serious business.
I don't remember the actual term, Mimi of 8. They were there to speak with Brittany. She had scheduled or asked for them to come online. She had done something online. I don't remember the exact verbiage.
Now, see, of course, Nonsense believes Brittany did it to herself, but there's other people that don't even like Brittany that don't believe that she did this, and Granny being one of them, surprisingly.
The online form to request missionaries, you give your name, your phone number, and your geography.
Yep,
and then they get in touch with the ward and so on and so forth, and then they will call or text to confirm
that's right.
their visit and get the information that they
Her
need
bank
to make sure that the
account
person's home, so on and so forth. Crummer Reels, that could absolutely be possible that he put Brittany's name in. He's talked about the LDS quite a bit. She just recently shamed me over that. It's not like none of this is shocking to me.
She shamed you over what? What?
But and get the information that they need to make sure that the person's home, so on and so forth. Crummer Reels, that could absolutely be possible that he put Brittany's name in. He's talked about the LDS quite a bit. She just recently shamed me over that.
How does Nonsense make everything about herself? Do you all see the leap did y'all hear the leap she made? Yeah, Crummeril, that could be it. He could have put her name in there. She just recently shamed me over this. What? How did she make that damn leap? No one shamed Nonsense over the LDS. I'm sorry, miss. Stop saying thoughts and prayers, but nope. What?
It's not like none of this is shocking to me.
But
the fact that she continues to spin and try to put doubt in the fact that, I don't know if they were missionaries. We don't know. Nobody's going to fucking go to the extent of having name tags made of Mormon
name tags. What's name tags?
Missionaries and send 2 clean shaven in dress shoes, ma'am. Those boys weren't there to do nothing. They had dress shoes on. You think kids that are there for nefarious purposes are going to be wearing dress shoes, penny loafers to your fucking door? Are you fucking dumb?
No one shamed her. She makes this shit up all the time, y'all. Nonsense is always saying that somebody is shaming her or making fun of her or coming at her. She said that one time the jokes that we came at her because we knew her dude wasn't home. She's crazy. She's like, I'm telling y'all, she's crazy.
Unfucking real. No, they absolutely would confirm it with a phone call or a text. They used to go door knocking door to door, but things have changed since COVID, especially. Their protocol, everything changed.
Right, Missy T.
And I know this because I spent time with them. I'm super interested in others' beliefs, and I never tried to convert.
Oh, Tip, are you serious? Oh, God. Oh, now I feel, oh, God. Soup. Your own in your NICU break room. The nurses said they enjoy your content, especially when they have to trauma parents and they are so devastated. Oh, okay. Now I feel like I got to be good. I've got nurses listening. Be good, Soup.
Hurt them or pull them out of. No, actually, I learned a lot from those boys. I did a lot of healing with conversations with those young men and women. They were a huge part of my healing through religious trauma because they're just young kids trying to figure it out. I learned a lot about myself.
Oh, I do too, Mark. I believe people would definitely go that far. A crazed sub that want to show off. Yes.
Having conversations, deep conversations about religion and indoctrination.
Oh, God.
Some of those kids come from just very amazing families. Some of them have been indoctrinated and are more on the extreme side.
Your phone's what, by the way?
I know. Raindrops. It varies.
Here we go with people don't want to have the conversation.
What's his name?
What?
Elder from Nebraska. Oh, I remember.
I called him Freckles.
Yeah, that was Kenzie's favorite. Kenzie had nicknames for all of them.
Kenzie had nicknames for all of them. We know these people. We would have had them in for supper.
A farming town in the middle of Nebraska. Always wore cowboy boots, no matter if he was in a full suit.
I don't care.
The nicest kid you'll ever meet. His dad had been a bishop for 20 years. Is that right?
I don't know.
It was forever. But they just were farmers. Just amazing people, great family. Some of them had 12 siblings. Some of them were only children.
I thought this traumatized her too. I'm very confused.
She had nicknames for all of them.
She has names and nicknames for all of them. Y'all hear this? You cannot make this shit up. I had nicknames for all of them. Was that one that wore boots all the time? God dang. You are such a pick-me. Oh, thank you, Rock a Bit. Listening and working. Thank you for what you do, Soup. Thank you, Rock a Bit. Let me get you something, hon. Hold on. Oh, I want to stop saying hold on. I know what Rockabit wants. I sure do. And she'll get it. You know what they say? Somebody's got to be the bad guy. You need people like me.
You need people like me. So you can point your fucking finger and say, that's the bad guy.
That's right. I had so much fun doing that, and Pearl made it come to life like she did. I knew when she had me say that, she was going to make something really cool out of that. Lindsay says, Nonsense said she knows someone that lets someone know that the missionaries are okay. And Brittany's home is on a list of no longer visit. Nonsense. You know what? You crack me up, lady, and you don't even know it. Look how serious you are. Look at that face. She is so serious. She cracks me up.
Through videos and pictures, both Kyle and I were looking at videos and pictures that we have spending time with them. Oh my God. They were a handful. My goodness. And they could eat.
I can, right?
Preparing food, holiday meals for 14 missionaries on top of our family was a venture.
Chasing. I think they stayed or something. I don't know. The whole story was too much. Yeah. Are you talking about the two young men that came to Brittany's? I don't think they stayed. I think they were scared and got out of there. I don't blame them.
Venture sometimes. Offer to help and I'd be like, no, get out of my kitchen.
Oh, yeah, right. Yes, she is.
Growing boys. They could eat and eat and eat. They would give me a list of their snacks.
Oh, my God.
I'm not even joking. They love to be the favorites because I would make sure they didn't go hungry because they seriously live on like $75. That's probably excessive. For food budget for like a week. And that's probably high. It's probably lower.
Okay, Susie Homemaker.
These are growing young men away from home that have to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if they're invited to somebody's house, a member or a non-member, now they have criteria where most of their time has to be spent with, like, a percentage of their time has to be trained to recruit and or with non-members. So the members often will feed them. They have a sign-up sheet that goes to the ward of who's going to feed them.
Brittany, you old bitch, you. How dare you not invite them young men in to eat? You old demon. You should have got some information off St. Nonsense of Arizona on how to treat missionaries, okay? You take notes, Brittany. Keep up. Talk to St. Nonsense. Send her an email. What do I do next time they come out? You feed them. You give them nicknames. Don't torch them.
But they try to get them to go to non-members' house and try to recruit. That's what they do.
Hey,
they're trying to convert people. That's part of it. But they're not pushy.
Hey, Peg.
Usually they're not pushy at all. They just want to have conversations. They're learning through the process too.
She's an expert.
They're growing into adulthood. They're just young adults
We
finding their
know
way,
nonsense.
just like everybody is. I used to love it though. They'd give me a list of their snacks.
Oh
So
my God.
when I go grocery shopping for the kids,
You're so
they would come over and they'd be like, "Oh my God, you restocked." They had an entire pantry full of their snacks.
I don't believe her. I actually don't believe her. I don't. I don't care. I do not believe this lady. I think she makes up stories as she goes.
Their drinks. We had so many experiences with them, like exploring first time stuff for them. They'll never forget going to Scientology. I'll never forget that shit. That was a fucking blast.
That was a fucking blast.
I'll never forget one of them stole the car keys from my car.
Oh, now she's got all the stories, y'all. Y'all hear this shit? They stole car keys to my car. Now, if this had been a few weeks ago, she would be telling you how traumatic. Oh, my car keys. Now it's so funny, hilarious. They got nicknames. You know, they're dabbing it up. You know, they're the homies now. She's got snacks for them, you know, just in case they come by. Okay, nonsense.
Out of Kyle's hands and went and beat us to the car because he wanted to drive because he hadn't got to drive in
I'm
so long.
embarrassed.
And he hops in the driver's seat, starts up the car. Next thing I know, Kyle's in the back seat. I'm in the front seat. The kids drive. Oh my God, they were a mess. But they're just typical adults finding their way.
You're kidding. You think we don't know this? It was a one-time thing. Pipe down, lady.
We didn't convert. They knew that we weren't going to. Even the senior missionaries, though, I have to say.
I swear they
Senior
are, J-Dub. They are just like she reminds me of Bullhorn Betty so much. They know everything about everything. Everything. I'm sure BTM's talked about it too. Usually missionaries, what they do is when they knock on the door, they'll ask for you by name, and I tell them to skedaddle. Oh God.
Missionaries are older people who kind of oversee the missionaries and or are examples, and sometimes the senior missionaries go to other countries and serve, so on and so forth.
Jim.
But our ward senior missionaries, the ones in our neighborhood, were amazing
Yeah,
too.
now
We would
she
have dinner
knows.
with them and the missionaries all the time. They knew we weren't going to convert, but they were there for our family. They were amazing. They treated us like their kids.
They were
had 6 kids of
islanders.
their own. Doctors, attorneys.
Oh, okay. Islanders.
Good people are good people.
You're kidding.
And BJ, you're fucking shit up, man.
You're
just trying to be the victim. Yeah, they rent them apartments. They'll rent.
Oh, did she? Girl, you tried it. Does BJ like to play the victim a lot? Yes. But damn it, even Granny seen that this was too far and a setup from the get up. Now, come on.
Apartments for them, so they put them up. There was certain like houses in certain areas, like Utah owns a shit ton of like apartment buildings and stuff, that they put them up. So they'll have like 6 missionaries, depending on the size, or they'll have like
She
a
talks
in-law
so
suite
weird.
that they rent out to.
Shut up. What is that? In fact, you just shut up.
The missionaries. They usually put 2 in each room, so they have roommates at all times. They switch partners every 6 weeks or so.
Sermon.
Like it's a
Someone
lot.
who hates sermons. This is a crack.
Oh my gosh, Clue. There's so much. Actually, these young guys are.
Oh God.
When you get them
Clue's in there. So now Clue's gonna have to hear about it all. And you know Clue don't care. She's over there, rubbing that thing on her face, shopping on Amazon.
Service projects. They used to come over for service to help Kyle work on it. And they're not really supposed to work on any type of mechanical stuff.
Thirsty.
But one of them was in school before he was one of the older ones who didn't go on his mission until I think he was 23. So 21. He was just leaving his mission.
Lady.
And he used to come in to help Kyle work on his truck. He was so excited to get greasy and dirty. He'd be in his pee clothes for their off day. And he would just be so excited because he wanted to get dirty. They'll do anything. They love to work because it gets them out of uncomfortable situations. Now, not all of them. There are some of the ones that are more the computer kids, like to be on electronics.
Who is Fred?
Hey, allegedly
I think it's YouTube. Yeah, YouTube has allowed. Who's streaming me? Who? I like when this happens.
Sorry, this just irritates me to my core. This whole situation irritates me to my fucking core. I just feel for these kids' moms and dads. You know how many people pull guns on them?
Well, you remember what was that young boy's name? He went to that island where you ain't supposed to go. Moon. Okay, Moon. What you want, Moon? I can't think of his name. There's an island. It's in the Amazon. No, nobody, you don't touch them. Okay, you don't go near there. This was a young missionary. He was determined to go out there, and everybody warned him, do not go. You will not make it. You will be unalived. Well, 2 men take him by boat. Yeah, everybody say hi to Moon. She is desperate. Hey, Brandy, the OG. Everybody say hi to poor old Moon over there and her intellectual capabilities. So 2 men, 2 locals take him by boat. The first night he's out there, they throw arrows at him, try to run him off. Like, boy, you ain't gonna make it out here. He leaves, comes back. He didn't make it. He was warned. There was a reason why I was telling this story.
Knife pulling that I was talking about, that made the news.
Oh,
find the article.
nonsense says they put their lives at risk. They do. But my personal opinion, I'll just keep it to myself for now. Everybody say hi to Moon. She is very thirsty. Please give her attention.
These kids go through a hell of a lot. And some of them want to be on the missions and some don't. But she's just going to gas it up. Oh, I don't know if they're missionaries or not. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You knew everything was fine. There was no concern. You even said,
Balloon.
our kids came running out to see who was here. What is it? Do your kids run and fucking hide when somebody comes to the door? Or did they come out of
Yeah,
their
he
bedrooms to
went
see
back,
who was there?
Mama
What is...
Bear. Let me find him. Let me find. I just watched a thing on it. Hold on. Can't think of the name of them right now. John Allen. Oh, the North Sentinels. Yes. Yes, that's it. He was 26-year-old. He was American Christian missionary. Sentinel, I think is how it's pronounced. Allen. They are actually protected from us. Like, we're not to go out there. Even the people that live out there don't go on this island. And he wanted to go out there to spread the word and of the Lord. And he went. He was, I think the two men that took him by boat were actually charged for taking him out there because he was not allowed to go. And they killed him. I mean, but he was warned. I mean, he really was. He wrote in his journal the night before that he may not make it. Like, he wrote and a journal entry to his parents that he may not make it back, and he didn't.
Is it? Because tonight it's they came out to see who was there. Usually it's they're so scared they run to their bedrooms. They're scared for their lives. What is it?
Hey, Pollyanna.
Yeah, vibrated. That happens too. Some of them get to go out of the country. The Spanish-speaking missions, they go to Mission Training Center,
Hey,
MTC,
Captain
and they go on
Audrey.
Spanish-speaking missions. If you can speak a second
You,
language,
Michelle.
you can go overseas.
Michelle gifted a membership. Let's see who got it. What? Whoa. Brandywine, the OG, got a membership. Thank you so much, Michelle. Let me get you something. You know, soon I'm going to have one for Moon. Uh-huh. Let me get... There we go. The happy dance. Thank you so much, Michelle, and welcome to membership, Brandy OG. That's not the Brandywine. That's the good one. What was said to Lindsay? Hold on. Mama Bear, laugh out loud. She told me my junkie. Oh, my God. That was the bee. Yeah, she did. Oh, reckless mouth. Hold on. Let's do something here. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's see something. Moon the Loon in drama. Let's see what this idiot wants. Moon watching loons. Here we go. What you doing, Moon? Swap donkey. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord, look how white you looked and stupid.
Honest? Okay.
White.
It's your typical white woman bullshit.
It's your typical white woman.
She was my grandmother. Oh, everybody wave.
You're a fucking trash bitch, dude. You're a trash bitch. First of all, you're about 40 years older than your picture.
Ma'am, that's not actually a picture. Are you okay? That's an avatar. And I've cammed up. Why don't you go looking for me? Go look for me, Moon. You're going to be mad.
Your avatar up here. How embarrassing.
Let me tell you what's embarrassing, Moon. is that you are actually 2 years younger than me and you look to be 68. Life's been rough on you, ain't it?
And I'll sit here and talk to 20 motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. Because what I'm saying is true. And if you're listening to this idiotic shit, then you need to be smacked upside your fucking head. Because she told you
Well,
all
you just
kinds
heard her. If you were listening to that idiot Moon, you need to be smacked upside your head. Oh, God. This nut wakes up pissed off. She just, one day it's Granny, one day it's the bee. It's me now because I said something one time about this idiot, what she said about truth. And now she's just like, anything, anything, anything. She is hungry.
of stuff that wasn't true. Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't this that happened. It was this that.
Move her along. Get
That
into
coffee
it,
got
Moon.
her bowels moving. I mean, like a freight train. And plus,
She's angry because you brought up Pocahontas and the Cherokee Nation. What does she have to do with Cherokee Nation? Nothing. She's just this lady. I just don't really. She's a joke. She really is a joke. She's just an angry old sourpuss. Yeah. Why? Google, stop holding comments. Peg ain't saying nothing. Well, she's white as fuck. So what the fuck is she even talking about? She don't know. I promise you she don't know. Have you all ever heard her try to use these big words all incorrectly? It is so cringy. Tiny, hey Moon, I'd love you to try to smack me upside the head. I saw one time she was outside screaming at her neighbor in a complete meltdown. Hey Vicky. Nothing. I just went live and there's a nut called Moon the Loon. Everything pisses her off. She is desperate for attention. You don't have to talk about her. And she'll still go on about you. Let's see. Has a mix of a white mother. I would be appalled to hear her say anything you've been close to. What is this woman says is under the guise of having mixed. She thinks because she has biracial children that she can just throw the N-word around. It's wild. It really is. There's a lot of them, white ladies on here that feel very comfortable just throwing it around, and people still support her. I mean, she'll still have people in her chat like, oh, well, I might review. I've never really watched Flava, but I think I'm going to review her live that she did on Moon. That's what it reminds you of when he used to do that. Yep. She is. She's just an old nut ass bitch. She's like that crackhead in the corner that's just rambling to themselves. You know, you almost feel sorry for her. I never in my life came across a YouTuber who flip-flops like she. It's pathological. It really is. You never know what side she's who she's mad at, who she's hollering at. And what comes out of her mouth is so disgusting. And she is so desperate for people to react to it. That's what I think of a lot of it is what she wants is reaction. And when you laugh at her, she gets pissed off. Because I really don't care. And she wants a fight. She really does. But I'm just going to make fun of you, Moon. That's all I'm going to do. Yeah. Not cool. You racist cow. That's what she is. I don't know Flava, but I just want to review that live she did on Moon. I think I will. Make her mad. I'm going to make you real mad, Moon. Because, see, while you're over there giving yourself damn near a heart attack and a stroke, I'm over here just laughing at you. I promise you don't bother me. Now, you wish you did, but you don't. I know. You and your 4 personalities. Yep. Crazy Loon. That's one thing Granny did name her correctly. Loon the Moon. No, it's not a pass. But she'll tell you that where she lives, she could go out and just say it to anybody. No, you couldn't. You're going to get your jaw jacked up one day is what's going to happen to you. Thank you, Brandywine. Let's see what y'all are saying. Moon then addressed Flavor, saying she never caught. I know. Yes, you did. Yeah, you did. I watched a little bit of it. Actually, I don't know Flavor, but what little bit I watched of that, she was kind of funny. I think she went up. Was that really a mouse on Moon's bed? I mean, how did she not see the mouse? I watched that short. I forget who clipped it. It looked like she dropped a lighter on her bed. Then you see something with the tail. I ain't going to talk about her children. I don't know. That's one thing I won't do, so I'm not real sure. In my chasing accent. I have heard white kids saying the N-word to each other, and they think it's okay. When they get older out in the real world, something's going to happen. Hey, hikers. Let's see what. Oh, it dropped. Hold on. She had me fooled. At first, my daughter warned me these people are messy, and yep, they sure are. There's a lot of messy ones on here. Yeah, Flavor was fun. Now, that one review I watched of her. No, you're good, Fred. That one review I watched of her reviewing the moon, that was actually funny. Yes, it gave me chills. It looked like it came. Yeah, where'd it come from? It did. It looked like it came flying from the ceiling, and then it was on the bed. And she's like, she ain't got a clue what's going on. You know, she's just in her little studio apartment, ain't got a damn clue. There's a mouse on her bed. She said it was a mouse. I don't know. I'd have to go back. It wasn't a mouse. What the fuck was it with a tail? Thank you, Jesse. F you, Moon Balloon. Let's get something for Moon. This is what she's going to turn into if she ain't. Well, she might be past that already. When I see Moon. Hold on. Here she is.
Hi, Ziggy. Hi, Ziggy. She doesn't remember that when we were talking about her husband, and I said her husband was handsome, and she was like, "Thank you, my husband is."
Thank you, Jesse. Jesse says it was a mouse. It was her phone with a cord on it. I don't know. It looked like it ran, but I don't know. I don't know. Her dog is cute. It's called Psychosis. Hey, Muffin Mouse. She threw her phone, her sheets, made it look like a tail, but it wasn't. I'll give her that. But Laura the loon swore it was Laura. That's who it was, hikers. Yes. I don't really think it was a mouse either. I mean, it looked like it just came out of nowhere. There's a mouse, but I ain't so sure it was. Oh, Zig. Zig's feeling very vindicated these days, but that's another story. Anyway, y'all, I think watch Kung Fu video. It was not. Yeah, I think they had it too. I don't think it was a mouse either, but it did look like one. I think Laura's the one that made the big deal out of it. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to have to get off here and go get some work done. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me this morning, and I might be back on later this afternoon. And I guess we'll just see how the day plays out.